Hey humans, welcome back. Today I'm working on my 2001 Silverado. I've got an issue where my two auxiliary power ports, or where the cigarette lighters are, I have an issue where they're always on, they always have power, and that's an issue for, cameras or radar detectors or things like that. Today I'm going to do a video about changing this and making a jumper so that the two left side accessory or auxiliary power ports only power up whenever the key and the engine is on. The cigarette lighter itself, which is the third one, it will be always powered. It's a different connection, so it won't be affected by this. Okay, first step, we're going to start with the fuse box or electrical center, which is under the hood here. Now I'm going to remove this one right here, this 20 amp. And you can see I created with a burnt fuse. Aux rerouted, do not use, and I put this duct tape on there. So now I'm going to replace this here. So if somebody tries to go in and replace it, they'll see this. And then I also, inside the cover, put this duct tape so that nobody uses it, or if they do try, they can see it. If they bypass all that, then I don't know what to do. Okay, as you can see, the light is on. The light would work for, the auxiliary works for this one and this one. However, this third one is the cigarette lighter, which I don't have a cigarette lighter in there right now, but you can see these two over here on this side, they are the auxiliary power. So whenever I remove the 20 amp fuse, these two lights over here will be off. I'll show you in a second. Now you can see with the 20 amp fuse removed and replaced with the dead one, you can see the light is off. It'll be off for both of them. All right, off. And you can see on the cigarette lighter, it stays on. So it's secondarily connected to regular power. Okay, now that we're done under the hood, we're gonna go on the driver's side under the dash. And you can see that there is a black box here with a screw and a cover. We're going to remove this cover, and it has a screw on the front, you see here, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 different clips that you have to pop and then pull the cover off. Once we have the cover off of this panel, we're now looking for these two pins, one at the top left and one down in the middle to the right a little bit. And we can see that those are the two we're going to have to put our jumpers on. You need to make sure that you test this yourself to make sure that this is where your connection comes when you turn your key on. This particular one is for my 2001 Silverado. Yours may be different if you have a different year or whatever. For my jumper, I just did an inline fuse holder for a 12 volt. This is 16 AUG. And then you can see I put the 20 amp fuse inside there. And then obviously I just put some female spade crimps, the female ones obviously. And then that way I can connect it into the box for the jumper. Okay, so your jumper goes here on this right side, and then down here on this one right there, okay, you can see I have the jumper on there. Okay, here you can see I've added the jumper to each of these pins, and obviously I have my fuse in the middle. It's the 20 amp fuse inside there. Now that the jumper's on, you can see I have my plugs plugged into both accessories with the cigarette lighter, nothing plugged in there. And I'll turn on the key and both of them engage. And obviously now my driving camera comes on like it should. Hope this helps. Appreciate you.